to Jesters of MIDDLE-EARTH. It seems that Ryan's been eaten by an owl, a migratory owl no less. So while we wait for that pesky bird to return with our DM in a few months' time, Tom McGee will be taking Wet Change back in time to the beginning of their journey. They'll answer the question of what if, instead of falling into Ravenloft, the troupe fell into an alternate universe. One with less halflings and more hobbits, less bone horses and more prancing ponies, less dark lords and more the Dark Lord. Can Wet Change survive wargs, ringwraiths, and a treacherous journey across Middle-earth? I doubt it.
Hi, hello.
Hi. We're live.
Hello!
We're here.
Hi.
Ryan, you look so different.
Yeah, that's me. Good old Ryan.
What?
Yeah, I mean, realistically, he's also just a white dude with glasses and a beard. So, like, we're kind of similar. We just have different hair colors.
I mean, Ryan said he had surgery, but he neglected to say that it was a face-off situation.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Whoa! I'm Tom McGee's Star Wars and Murder, She Wrote. Anyway, give me your bank information.
Oh, my God.
Classic Tom.
Yeah, he loves bank
Always
info.
asking for my bank info.
Welcome, everybody, to a very special Jesters of mini-series. This is our what if Jesters ... situation. As this is a new format we're trying, because there will always be times when we got to change things up a little bit. Again, Ryan's unavailable for the next little bit, so I'm going to be covering for the next little while. And I wanted to make sure that I didn't like Kool-Aid man through the wall of the existing narrative and wreck it in weird ways. Or that if it's been a hot second, we've been doing some amazing interstitial stuff. And I wanted to make sure that people wanted a clean jumping off point. As a big fan of comic books, I'm constantly being told this is the best time to start reading whatever comic. And then like 3 issues after that, they're like, remember this guy from 40 issues ago? He's the villain. So I didn't want to do that either. I wanted to just give us all a clean jumping off point. And I had a really stupid idea that I'm really committed to. And now they're all stuck with it. But in proper Jesters fashion, no one here knows what that stupid idea is except for me. The setup for a what if is simply, what if Wet Change still had the performance in Edinburgh, still did the famous pie sketch? It went exactly the way it went last time. Everything is the same until those mists creep out onto stage. And then from there, our branch will diverge into this. So that's our rough setup. A few general notes to keep in mind. This is kind of its own thing. So if stuff that you determined about Wet Change is past that you can't quite remember or may have been a dream, looking to you, Crispy Chris, that can happen or it cannot have happened. Doesn't really matter to me. And everything that happened past that has not happened in this one. So I'm going to do my best. I was saying to everyone before the show started, I'm going to do my best not to like prequel this and have everyone build C-3PO and just have it be a constant like snakes on a plane where everyone's just waiting for like Rumpleforeskin to show up. I'm not bringing over anybody. This is a fresh thing. So yeah, don't be on the edge of your seat waiting for your faves. I'm so sorry, but I want to keep them where they belong in their own cool universe where they're doing cool shit. So that's, I think, the kind of the rough overview. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Tom McGee. I DM Dum Dums and Dragons, and I spun up a bunch of other shows, and occasionally I lurk in the chat while I'm cooking food or dealing with a toddler.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I guess we should just do the show. Do the show?
Yeah.
Do the show.
God. What does a D20 look like?
Oh.
You have to do the hand thing.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Are you ready for show zone?
yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
We got to go to the mist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're not in the mist yet, but okay.
Yeah.
Misty. Folks, Wet Change is performing at the Edinburgh Fringe. That's right. If you are, in fact, at the Edinburgh Fringe right now, you probably wouldn't know they're performing because there's a lot of shows at the Edinburgh Fringe. But, you know, Wet Change is one of them. And friends, members of Wet Change, you find yourselves in the middle of a performance near the end. You've been going for a bit. You've done too many prime ministers, to mixed results. There's the four infamous, perhaps, performers of Wet Change: Tyler, Adam, Guy on stage, in the booth, a very stressed out Dell, watching the show go like alarmingly according to script, but like that's still a stressful thing. Because we're, not unlike in Jurassic Park where they're approaching the T-Rex paddock and Muldoon's like, everybody shut up. We're approaching the reveal of the rabbit puppet from that will be offered as a skinned rabbit in exchange for pizza, and everyone's stressed about it. And so with an audience kind of not sure what to make of this, Tyler thinks it's going great. Guy, you of course ask your famous final line, "How am I going to pay for this pie?" To which all of you in practiced unison say your famous blow line for the entire sketch. What's the name of Wet Change? Yeah, and the audience is just as hesitant to clap. They understand it's the name of the troupe. They get that it's a bit. They know they should clap. They know that that's the natural point to do it. And some of them do. Some of them already have their phones out. And you're standing there in your Chippendale outfits with your fedoras and
classic Chippendales,
staring into the lights, the bright lights of the Edinburgh Fringe. When slowly a mist begins to pour across the stage, but this is not a mist of Ravenloft. Which you, the performers, don't know. You just think it's a fog machine because some idiot always brings something crazy backstage to a fringe festival. Usually it's like a bunch of cabinets or something, but in this case, a fog machine begins to roll across the stage. It's a little bit weird, but it kind of adds to the mystique. Maybe this is not such a bad thing. Maybe this is just fine. Who cares? It's going to be fine. Everything's great. Mist rolls across the stage, and the sounds of dry skittering as leaves blow across the stage with it and swirl around your feet. Again, strange thing to bring to a fringe festival. It's a lot of cleanup, but festival gonna festival. And slowly but surely, more leaves, more fog, more mist begins to roll in. And before you know it, staring kind of into the lights, you begin to see sort of odd shapes emerging. Now, Del, from the booth, of course, the second you saw this happen, you knew you needed to get down there because the one thing you cannot, under any circumstance, allow Wet Change to have is more props.
Oh, no.
And if they know there's a fog machine, then that's somehow going to end up in a new sketch. And then the leaves start blowing out and is this a bit? Is it a prank? Adam loves to prank people at the quarry. Maybe he's doing a prank backstage. You gotta tamp this shit down. This can't ride. So you of course rush the stage as well, and the four of you stand in these swirling mists with these skittering leaves, and slowly but surely the people in the audience seem to take on more elongated forms, and they seem to kind of grow before you into dark shapes, and you suddenly realize that you're looking at trees. There's trees in the audience, and this isn't a production of the Scottish play, so that shouldn't be happening. And beneath your feet, the well-tread linoleum of the coffee shop roastery that was transformed into a stage for the Edinburgh Fringe sinks into mud between over your. I assume, does Wet Change perform in shoes? You guys barefoot for the pie sketch?
I think we're in shoes.
I'd
do
like
think
to
so.
Wear shoes.
Great. All right. So your shoes kind of sink into the mud a little bit. And you find yourselves on a road, a weird, muddy forest road. The air smells remarkably clean, unnervingly so. There's none of those sweet chemicals we're all used to. There's a breeze that's gently rustling the trees. You can see a light kind of shining through them, but it is, dark-ish in the woods, and you see kind of this roadway stretching out in either direction. In your pockets, you of course have your key items that Wet Change always begins an adventure with. So Dell, you've got your cell phone and your close-up magic tricks. Tyler, you've got your tech deck. Oh yeah, baby, and your health card.
I'm not going to show you my health card. I'm not going to do that.
Well, there goes my face-off game. Adam, you've got your beloved bottle of you've got pizza and
a camera. I think I had
a camera. Yeah. And Guy, you've got a bottle of Tylenol and a lighter. What do the four of you look like? I know many of our friends here in chat know what changes is rocking right now. But for those of us listening at home, what do your characters who are also you look like? Also, surprise, you're your characters. Unlike I made the dance, and they don't reflect your own persons at all. I made character sheets for you instead.
All right.
Anyway, so what would an audience who's never met you or watched the stream see standing on this muddy road amidst the woods?
Well, for Tyler, they would see a guy who's kind of like, he's tall and a bit gangly. He's got skinny arms and legs, and he's got a bit of a paunch in his midsection. He's middle-aged. He's in his 30s, mid-30s, and he's unfortunately wearing a little Speedo and a vest, I think is how we were, and a fedora. Yep. And we've clarified he has shoes now, so that's good. And you can see the pokies of 4 little tech deck wheels sticking out of the side of his Speedo because he has no pockets. So he's just got that kind of wedged up against his thigh, I guess, his upper thigh, and his health card's down the other cheek, I guess, and that's all there is to him, really. Brown hair, kind of shaggy, and a beard that's not very well kept, a scraggly beard. Guy
Bradford, average height, honey brown hair, long, going down to the shoulders. Also wearing something identical to Tyler. We thought we were doing Chippendales, and for some reason I had in my head that Chippendales wear vests, and they don't. But I believe I have a little bow tie, but I don't have a collar like a Chippendales. Mm-hmm. So that's me, and I'm rocking the bottle in the vest. I'm not sticking that down where the sun don't shine, and I have the lighter also in the vest because I have little pockets. Tyler wasn't so lucky; his vest didn't have pockets.
No.
All right. I guess we're all dressed kind of the same. I'm like 5'9". I got a beard. I'm a hairy Irish German man. I think we were all wearing Speedos, but we must have had slightly different designs, right? Because or else the audience isn't going to know who's who.
Yeah, we're not rich. We can't get identical clothing.
Yeah, we're he was the one in the Speedo. Well, they all look the same. So I think I have the Speedo and then the suspenders instead of a vest. I would keep my Polaroid camera under my fedora because it's raised, right? So you can store stuff there. I'm wearing shoes with socks pulled up to my knees. And I think I'll keep my pizza kind of like pizza socks. I'll keep them in the socks. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's a nice, quick reach for a snack.
An emergency treat.
Yeah. I think if we're all dressed slightly differently, I'm also as part of the ensemble, I'm wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Full, a trench coat and okay.
Yeah, several swords. Yeah,
a katana.
Yeah. Having flashbacks to when they pitched this skit, and I had to talk them through what it would mean to be wearing these Chippendales outfits, and that's why they're all slightly different because each boy came to me separately to be like, well, I'd like it slightly like this, and I just say whatever and make it happen. Dell is there. She's the shortest at 5'1", wearing all black cargo pants, which contain my items, and then a black long sleeve shirt with it all the way up to the collar so that I could disappear, which didn't work very well at the coffee shop since it wasn't a great venue. Wasn't the venue we were promised, so of course everything had to go sideways. And
that's
glasses. Adele has glasses and dark hair with blonde tips. and is more on the stocky side, looking at these three from her point of view, tall boys.
Amazing. So you find yourselves standing in a forest surrounded by mist, leaves sort of blowing across your feet. What do you do?
I'm leaning over to Tyler, like placing my hands on him, and I'm like, Tyler,
Yeah.
I think I'm on acid, and I don't recall taking acid, but I'm scared, buddy. Can you be my rock?
No, because I think I'm also accidentally took acid, so I can't. I'm not here anymore. I'm in the woods. I don't know. Do you see
Okay.
woods? You guys all? Is it all trees for you
Woods.
guys?
All
I
right.
see woods. I smell woods too.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lean into Dell and be like, did you know the coffee shop could do this? Also, I think Guy and Tyler are on acid.
Okay, there's not a coffee shop turn into forest button. Will you all raise your right hand? Look at me.
I'm just looking at my hand, just like, oh man.
Do you all promise you didn't drug us? None of you did it?
No,
Someone?
no, I didn't.
No.
No, I didn't drug it. No.
Okay, well,
Guy?
someone.
I
had
didn't drug
Guy?
anybody.
Well, Guy has acid all the time. Guy, did you give us acid?
No, I don't do acid all the time.
And then
the fuck is going
hear
on?
a voice call out from down the path. Are we doing acid then? And you see a man in tremendously short shorts, like we're talking Tobias Funke level, like jorts that are not. I mean, they're not made of jeans, but like that design, just kind of hoisted right up in there. Leather tied off with like little the classic like fantasy leather tie situation. He's wearing a big poofy shirt. He's got one of those big floppy hats with a feather in it, and he's leading a laden mule, which I think you all more recognize from like movies and TV shows than from ever necessarily having seen a mule. But a laden mule down the street. He's got a walking stick, bit of a scruffy beard, big smile on his face, and he's just leading this mule down the street towards you all. He doesn't look particularly surprised to see you, although you can see him kind of do that quick, like he can't help but look you all up and down, but then kind of looks just politely above your heads to avoid any accidental ogling.
I think it's a local, guys.
Local to the coffee
Where?
shop? What do you mean?
Yeah, is there like a Ren fair nearby that we
It's-
accidentally blacked out and ended up near?
It's Scotland, Dell. Most of the people dress like this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
you're
Hi, local.
you're Irish. Oh, she'll go. Okay.
hello, hi, greetings. Well, it's so nice to meet travelers, tourists, perhaps.
Yeah. I guess.
Very excited, and he says, "Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Name's Moist von Lipwig of Lipwig Farms, and I'm sure that's what you're here to see, right? You're here for von Lipwig Farms, where every day's a fantastic adventure."
I mean, I like farms, and
You do.
well, yeah, see, I've been to some where there's like a corn maze, or you could like there's like around Halloween there's pumpkins and stuff. Is that
Halloween? Is that a? His face darkens a bit. He's like, "Is that a different farm? Is that a
Adam, they don't celebrate
Don't
Halloween.
celebrate Halloween.
Yeah.
farm adventure?"
No.
We're
No,
a
sorry.
pond.
You don't celebrate it here. I'm sorry. That was my bad. Sorry.
It's all right. That's all right.
They invented it here, guys.
Well,
Halloween?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, is that true?
It, why don't they celebrate it?
I don't think we're in Edinburgh anymore.
What?
no. You're on the Great East Road
Where's that?
near von Lipwig Farms, where every day is a fantastic adventure.
What municipality or region or greater place is Litwick Farms in?
The Great East Road. You tourists
Okay.
are very silly. All right, why don't you come with me? My mule must get home to feed if we are to get the ride ready for the grand opening tomorrow. You all look a little strange. Are you cold in your? I'm
very
wearing
cold.
this nice big tunic.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hang on. I think I might, and he reaches into his packages. I switched to my shorts earlier because my legs were getting too hot. And he looks at all of you and he says, I think based on what the Watchers in the Mist paid for, these pants will only fit one of you. And he pulls out a majestic pair of pants and hands them to you, Tyler, because the Watchers in the Mist have provided exactly one pair of pants and have voted for you to receive it. So
you,
Tyler,
Watchers.
what do these fantasy pants look like?
Fantasy pants. Okay.
Yeah, they got to be fantasy appropriate. You can't be cool cargo pants like Del.
They're tanned leather hide cargo pants. No.
Invented alongside Halloween this very day.
yeah. If it is like fantasy stuff, I think they might be like leather pants. Not like fashion leather pants. You know, this is not like a cool stylish fit. I think it's a leather over like the major like parts of the legs, like over like the thighs and like the shins and stuff like that, and then sort of like a fabric that has a little bit more give to it at the joints and around the hips and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's like almost like leather armor on it, but I'm assuming this is not any kind of protective gear.
No, it just saves you the indignity of walking around in the Chippendales outfit.
And I deeply appreciate that.
Yeah, you pull them on, and they're finally you have to obviously take your
lace
health
them up.
card, and then you lace them up. They squeak a little bit, which is weird for pants, but it's what you've got. They're clearly worn again. Most fun, despite
still
his
warm.
his worn. Yes, this isn't a Scrooge's blanket situation. But he he's a farmer, so these are well worn. Work pants, but yeah, you feel good. You feel less of a chill, less of a breeze. It's mighty fine.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're most welcome. Anything for a new friend, and again, first guest. This is truly a wonderful day. I mean, most people who come here, they want to see the barrow. It's got the ruins. It's apparently full of treasures. But why go there to some old musty tomb when you could instead come to Von Lipwig Farm and wherever it is, a farm-tastic adventure? I mean, is there a mule at a crypt? I don't think so. There's only a mule at the farm. I mean, sure, if you wanted like protection or safety or something, that'd be the place to go. But if you want adventure and fun and farms.
Sorry to interrupt. Oh, sorry. You go, Adam. You look like you have a lot on your mind.
I think we were going to say the same thing. When you said safety, the tomb is safe, but your fun farm isn't safe?
Oh, well, look, people around here are always worried that, yet another shadow will fall across the land, and there'll be threats out there in the woods. People tell stories of monsters in the woods and that sort of thing. But how often have you seen a monster in the woods? Probably not that often, right? And so, yes, people, well, good, exactly. It proves my point, Mr. Pants. So, it's just the farm, granted, I have no defenses. It's just a farm with some fun rides, bobbing for apples. We have pinned the tail on not this mule, but I painted an okay to middling mule on one of my walls. And we have a hay maze. It's not very tall yet, but it's there, and all sorts of things. So no, what I'm saying,
Danger sense?
people are often saying, well, like, aren't you worried about raiders or the like? And I'm like, well, no, unless they're coming to, enjoy the farm. But if you were looking for safety, then yeah, I mean, the ruins around the tomb are probably the safest place because you can like hide in them and they can keep you safe. But I don't know what you would need to hide from, at which point you hear a screech from down the road behind you. And the mule just like gets surprised in the way a mule does.
Sure, yeah.
And Moist von Lipwig kind of turns almost offended that someone has interrupted. And turns. Now, as this is happening, you have like a moment to react before whatever comes around the corner. What do you do, if anything? We're just waiting to see what made the screech.
I'm turning.
I'm looking at my phone to try and figure out where we are with the GPS. So
Well,
I'm not paying attention.
Not unlike a different Dell in a different timeline, there is no signal on that phone.
Oh.
So you're probably doing the holding it up thing as though the cell waves are changed by a couple
They
inches
might
of
be.
pipe. So you're reaching or trying to get that. All of you turn then, those of you who aren't using your cell phones, to see what has made this horrible noise. And a dark figure emerges atop a mighty, horrifying steed. A massive black horse gallops towards you apace. A figure decked out in a black cloak rides astride its back. And almost before you can even react to this, a sword is produced from nowhere. And Moist von Lipwig has enough time to say, "Oh, are you here for the farm?" Before he gets run through with the blade.
Oh no!
Off the ground as the rider screeches in its face. It seems to yell something like, "It took! As it holds Lipwig to the sky. Might be time to get the fuck out of here. Let's go to commercial. The giant black horse stomps down on the mule so hard, the mule explodes.
No!
What do you do?
No!
Run away!
Trees, get into the trees.
All right.
Scatter!
So
Scatter!
you dart into the trees. I'm going to need a, let's go with a, I guess, athletics, because you're not stealthy. You're scream running into the trees. Like I'm imagining like a Muppet flail level of panic into the trees. Yeah. It's just Jack Sparrow running through the water. Like it's not a clean exit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
First
a
rolls
5.
of the game. Don't fuck them up. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, dead. Oh, no. I got 16 because my strength is 0.
11.
11.
Now I rolled a 15 on the die. I've got a +1 to strength, and I'm proficient in athletics, but my proficiency bonus is empty. So
Oh, yes. That would be because it was so tiny on the sheet when I was making it, I could barely see it. These are temporary sheets, of course, friends, because we're just starting out as normal humans.
yeah.
So Tyler, your proficiency is +2. So with your strength is +3. Just generally speaking, for all of you,
18.
the character sheets are hilarious and terrible. As I said, we weren't going with like each individual person stats. These are just kind of basic level stats. So everyone has a +1 to 2 stats and a -1 to 1 stat. All of what change gets a -1 to intelligence because I watched those sketch shows.
Oh.
But you all get a +1 to charisma because, can't help but love you.
I guess
I
so.
thought Tom was specifically dunking on me by giving
No
you my
specific dunkings, just broad character dunkings. Similarly, Dell as a stage manager gets a +1 in intelligence, a +1 in wisdom. Dell, where's your -1? Where did I throw that?
It's
On
in charisma. Don't look at me.
That's right. Yeah. Wants to disappear into the shadows. So there we go. So we're super strong characters. You'll have so much HP and so much armor. It's going to be great. I believe in all of you. Okay, so 3 of you managed to panic, scream run into the woods. However, Guy, your feet are so squingy in that mud that you're not as quick. You do manage to get into the woods, but only by leaving your beloved shoes behind. So you are now John McClaning it through the woods. You're gonna have a -1 on athletics from here on out.
Oh my God.
As you run barefoot into the woods.
What the fuck? Oh God! Did I fall and am I caked in mud?
No, you managed to get out. It was just like your shoes were too squingy. So the only way to get free was just wiggle out of your shoes. So there you go. Yeah, exactly.
John McClane running through the woods in a Speedo and a vest. Classic Die Hard.
I mean, it's still somehow better than the final two.
Ow, so many pine cones. Ow, ow, ow.
Now I know what a TV dinner feels like when it's running through the woods with no shoes and a vest. So you tear off into the the broken ass woods, and you're just tearing through the woods. You continue to hear these ethereal shrieks behind you, which I will not do on air because we all have ears. But just like bone chilling screeches. But you're tearing into the woods now. So the four of you are in a mad dash. And if you're mad dashing into the woods at the speed of scared, squishy humans, you can actually kind of get in there. You're able to get into the woods without much trouble. But finding each other and a direction is difficult. So I'm going to need survival checks all around, and then I'll tell you what happens based on whether you succeed or fail.
Survival.
That's an 8 survival.
My wisdom's still 0. That's good. All right.
Nice and easy.
Got a 15.
Woo. Del, you so wise.
11.
Nice.
Adam, you're
12.
kind of wise. Same as Guy.
All right. So, Del, you are making it out in front of everyone. Your immediate panic was somehow faster. While everyone else paused in horror, you were already gone. You knew like guy on horse was enough. Time to go. So you're leading the way through the woods, and you're starting to get a bit of a sense of direction. Would you be using your cell phone camera or light?
Oh, is it dark?
Well, there is sun, but like we're in that woods, so it's dark enough. I mean, mostly I ask because you're rapidly losing wet change behind you as you tear through the woods. You can see kind of like a hill, like a rise in the distance. You think it might be the ruins that were told to you by key story character Moist von Lipwig. But when you kind of look over your shoulder, you realize that the wet change is still kind of stumbling around a ways behind you. So your choice is essentially, I'll let you to decide what you want to do in this moment. But
yeah, I think it's getting dark because of how dense the trees are. Mm-hmm. But instead of getting my phone out, because then I'm thinking, then I'm a target if I'm making light, and then I realize that the boys are all stumbling behind me, and then I try to duck down behind a big tree, because then I'm like, I can see what's going on. I don't lose complete control of them, but also as long as there's someone behind me, that's the person who's going to get bear rules. Mm-hmm. The slowest person's in danger, so I can just hide maybe.
Okay, I love that for you, not necessarily for Guy, who's the last one in there. Also, I forgot about this before, but you all have 1 point of inspiration because you're so desperately squishy. I figured I'd give you one desperation roll. So hang on to that for when you really need it. There's a great Army of Darkness RPG where like one person is Ash and everyone else is just like screwheads who get killed immediately, but they all have a couple of inspiration points to just really make that peasant life fly. So here you are. Okay, so Del, you tuck in behind a tree. You can kind of see how all three of them are doing. Now, you guys didn't roll too badly on your survival checks. Tyler, what was yours again?
8. I think I kind of rolled badly.
Guy and Adam, you didn't roll too badly on your survival checks.
There we go. Yeah.
So you're making your way kind of through the trees. You saw where Del was going. Del, what color is your hair in Jesters?
It is dark colored with blonde tips. It's somehow I have made my way all back around to this. So.
All right, so like just like a will-o'-the-wisp leading the way through the moors of Scotland to where you need to be to find your destiny. Just see some frosted tips bouncing along, and Guy and Adam, that's enough for you to kind of follow Del. But Tyler, I mean, your pants are squeaking. You're not as nimble as your pantsless brethren. And also like this is some fucked up shit. And as we recall from mainline Jesters, Tyler feels the pressure of this new world pretty heavy there. So what's slowing you down, Tyler? What's happening as you plow through the woods that's making you fall behind?
I think it's these pants. I think you got it. I think it's just, these are not my pants. These are weird pants. They're leather. They're squeaky. And they're like, as much as it's nice that there's fabric in the joints, there's not enough give in the crotch for me to get a real good kind of stride going. to really get my knees up. You know, we're not on a jogging path here. I'm running through the fucking bush. So it's tough, yeah.
All right, well, straight leg running, like no bend at all.
Yeah.
Stilt running. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna roll to see. Well, that's a nat 20. So
cool. I want to spend my initiative to have that guy not do that. I want to spend my inspiration for that to not be
I'll allow
awesome.
it.
Thank you.
I'll roll again.
Shit.
Okay,
Spears you immediately.
it's an 18. So
I'll take it. He's not critting me.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't attacking you yet.
I don't care. You in 20s scare me. So
fair enough. Yeah. All right. So you hear the screech kind of like fall silent. It just cuts off mid screech. And immediately just like all of the fine hairs on your arms stand up. And you can feel with utmost certainty that this thing is staring directly at you through the woods as you run. And you hear a moist thump as the rider drops Moist von Lipwig off his sword, and you begin to hear like a methodical sort of like Terminator walk through the woods behind you, and the sounds of a sword slashing branches away. The good news is the horse cannot enter the woods, so the rider is proceeding on foot. But yeah, you know, we live in a society. We're not used to cloaked figures chasing us with swords. So that's a bit concerning.
yeah.
Del, you see Guy and Adam reach you. They run past you because they were following the tips. Guy and Adam, would you just keep running straight ahead? Are you looking for Del? You've lost Del. Del has disappeared into the shadows, as is her way.
I think I'd stop, and if I was following the tips, I would stop the moment that I lost sight of the tips, and I would just like kind of like try to find the tips again.
I since I'm neck and neck with Adam, I'm following his lead. I'm slightly behind him. So then I would also pause and I'll be like, the tips.
You see those tips? Like, Guy, look for the tips.
I'm looking for the tips. Okay, you look for the tips here. I'll look for the tips there.
Where's those tips? Come on, where do they go?
I'm gonna get my lighter out. I'm gonna fish it from my vest.
Okay.
I'm gonna light it, and
give me a perception at advantage. As Del dies inside live on air.
Yes.
That is going to be 13.
13. Okay, yeah. So you flick your lighter, you immediately turn. It's like classic jump scare in a movie, or like you turn and it's just like Del with her frosted tips sitting at the base of this tree, like looking. Yep.
We're hiding.
I blow it out, and then I squanch whatever. What word am I thinking?
Squanch in there.
I squanch right in there. Yeah. So
Squat?
yeah, but like I'm muddy,
squat?
Tyler.
Squat crunch.
So we squat.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, I go to her. I'm like, did you see Tyler? Did you see Tyler? Where is he?
I think he's slowest. I think the pants were squeaky. I'm craning around the other side of the tree, trying to see what's going on.
Tyler, give me an athletics as you hear the deliberate footsteps behind you begin to speed up.
Oh. That is a 15.
15? Okay. The advantage to not cutting the branches is you can move faster through them.
Yeah.
So as you hear the deliberate footsteps and the sort of slashing of the blade behind you, you pick the pace right up. Can you roll me a Constitution save?
Oh boy, I'm constituted up to my tits in this AU. I rolled a 17.
Oh, damn. All right. You take no damage from branches thwacking against you.
Yeah,
the vest and the beard provide just enough protection for you as you run. I mean, you didn't get any pockets in the vest, but it as a result, it's a bit thicker.
I tuck my arms in under the vest. So just armless torso running.
Amazing. All right. So the three of you are squanching behind the tree, and armless Tyler comes sprinting past you in squeaky pants. Do you flag him down or let him go?
No,
Tyler.
I'm gonna put my hand out to just gently so he runs past my fingers, and I'm gonna give them I'm gonna make my tips a little rigid at the end, so there's a little bit of a pull, but only so slightly that it should hopefully draw his attention.
Tyler, if that happened, what would you do? If you felt that.
No, something got me. Whoa.
All right.
Oh my God, you guys.
Squanch down here with us.
Get down. I'm running from a guy.
Squanch.
What the guy's
I'm looking at him right now and point at him. He's coming this way.
Jesus Christ, we gotta get going. We gotta go.
Not staying. I'm leaving.
Leave the pants.
Del, we gotta go. I pick up Del. Let's go.
Okay.
Tyler, take off your pants.
I try to pants Tyler so that we can free him from the pants, and then we can all run.
All right.
Can I assist with the pantsing?
Yeah, you can. This is going to be an opposed check. Tyler, I assume you wouldn't. It's not necessarily that you want to keep the pants so much as I think a surprise pantsing would naturally you do some like Elvis hips, unexpected.
I bend at the knees, right? You widen out at the
face. Okay,
go all the way down.
So Del, let's go with a dexterity. I think makes the most sense for a surprise pantsing. So let's call this sleight of hand, which I don't believe you have proficiency in.
Nope.
So just straight dex. But you've got Adam assisting, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Yes.
Tyler, I'm going to say this is against, this is kind of like a reaction situation. So let's just go with a straight dex save for you, which I don't believe you're proficient in either. So you got that point of strength.
Yes.
So, all right. So we've got with advantage, no modifier versus no advantage, no modifier. Classic high level 5e adventure.
These are always such exciting rolls.
You ready, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm ready. I've rolled already. What do you guys got?
15.
I rolled an 18.
Whoa. I rolled a natural 20.
Whoa, no, the pants stay on.
The pants stay on.
Wow. God damn.
I guess.
Keep the pants.
Yeah. I'm not even like trying to like fight them on it. It's just your natural reaction to your friends grabbing at your pants. Just like stop. What is this?
You run bad with the pants.
I run. You run. Fuck off, and I just run again because this guy has not. I'm assuming not stopped stalking towards me.
No, still stalking towards all of you now because you've been making a lot of loud noise. Doesn't even need the tips. Just hears you screaming from when guy.
And I lost him. I thought he had a bead on me the entire time.
No, I mean he was behind you a ways. It's a little bit of the Monty Python thing where you look over your shoulder and he's like running at you, but it's always just further away. But keep in mind he wasn't finished with his street murder when you guys took off into the woods. So he's not like over. It's not Michael Myers directly over your shoulder. It's like advancing, but quickly now picking up the pace, seeing that y'all are running, but still having to thwack through the trees. The cloak is getting caught on stuff. There's a few like awkward tugs to get the cloak off as the figure menacingly moves towards you. And as soon as it's like the figure sees that you see it screeches again and just points with a gauntleted finger towards you.
Not looking, just running.
I've started to run too. Come on, let's go.
I'm scampering after the boys now.
I'll pause just a second to say, what do you want?
And you hear in your head, it took.
Fuck, sure. And I just turn around and run. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Right.
What can I see in the near distance?
Well, crashing through the trees, luckily because of her incredibly high for your stats survival roll, Dell has been moving you closer to the ruins. Unfortunately, not closer to Von Lipwig Farms, where every day is a farmtastic adventure. But you're kind of breaking your way through, and ahead you can see the tree line does break. You can see some kind of old, faded white ruins on kind of a hill that rises. There's light coming through. It seems the sun is going down. Great, just your luck. But there does seem to be some legitimate cover up ahead. Von Lipwig was not lying when he said there was like a degree of kind of broken rubble. So if you want to try and lose this thing, there are worse places, and at least it gives you some Metal Gear angles to like scooch just to squanch around. You know, you've got your squanching angles. So that is what you are headed towards. We're gonna roll an opposed check this time for our friend chasing you. I need one more athletics check to try and get you through the woods to the ruins.
Oh man.
Uh-oh. That's a total of 10 for me for athletics.
17 with my bad modifier.
I got a 16.
11.
Oh,
11.
Boy, Adam, you and me.
I got a 9.
Oh,
Charlie Brown
yay!
style. I got a rock. So you hearing this thing screech, but also get caught on some trees. You take off running. This thing wasn't directly ahead of you, so you do some like quick zigzagging under the trees and stuff, and finally break from the tree line, back out into the clear, fresh air. There's still a faint mist sort of at the base of this hill, but before you see a large sort of rising, cresting hill. You can see there's an old like tomb door carved into it, which is closed. And then around it seem to be ruins that would denote that at some point there was kind of like a nice ornamental, maybe like almost a small temple or something built kind of around the entryway to this that has fallen into disrepair. Of course, for all of you, it just looks like either stuff you've seen in fantasy video games or at a museum. But c'est la vie. You can hear the cloaked figure screeching in the trees, but now you're starting to hear some stumble thumping as it's clearly like tripping over like trees and logs and things. And you realize you have a sort of a couple of moments to take cover. So you've got the entryway, you've got this sort of cresting hill, and you've got a bunch of fallen pieces of stonework. What do you do?
You said there was a tomb with like a door.
Yeah, so there's clearly like a tomb under this hill. So there's an entryway that's been carved out of the hill. Like they used to do this in ancient Greece a lot, where it's just kind of like there's like a door and then like a little frame, and then it's almost like they just carved a chunk out of the hill. And then just buried all the shit under the hill. So it's not great cover or anything, but it is an option. Not all the options are good, but it is an option.
I'm going in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, following Adam.
I'm just wondering, because we're near a tomb, it's giving me vibes of like ruins or something, and I'm thinking maybe there's some weapon like thing near the door. Like I don't want to go too far away from the door, but look for something. Maybe there's some weird thing of antiquity, like an arrowhead or something.
Yeah, all right.
Like, I just want anything.
anything will do. Great. All right. So following Adam's lead, you rush the door, and it's a busted old tomb. The door isn't trapped or anything. It just slowly creaks open, and you hear like the sound of cracking branches and other things close behind you. So you scooch in without like closing it fully, because you've seen movies. Sure enough, you just hear the silence, that weird kind of echoing silence of a tomb. The air is stale. There's still, of course, mist on the ground because, jesters, but also, cobwebs and things. It's clear this hasn't been disturbed in some time. Guy, you start looking around. I assume lighter out for this would be the
I'm going for that. Exactly.
So you crack the lighter out. you start to look, and sure enough, there are you see kind of like the very classic, holding sarcophagus lids of bodies of various sizes holding weapons. And some of them are rusted and ancient. And you kind of look at them and you have that moment of like, could I fight something with this? But as you do, you see a glint just beyond of like an actual blade kind of in the darkness. And taking a step toward it, you hear a clank. And as you, with trembling hand, raise your lighter, a figure sort of hobbles out of the dark, cobwebs trailing like a cape, desiccated face with what looks like it may have some point been a crown, dented, pointy, hollowed eyes, no mouth, just teeth, wearing an old set of ceremonial armor and dragging a sword behind it. And with a silent scream, it raises the blade, and we'll roll for initiative when we get back from commercial.
Oh, man.
And now we roll for initiative. Del, I believe you have the highest initiative modifier of anyone because as a stage manager, you're always there early, and the rest of those lollygagging actors get there when they get there.
Oh,
go
thanks,
for it.
Tom.
You're welcome.
With my modifier, I got a 21.
21 for Del. Ooh.
I have a +3 initiative, so my total is 12.
12?
I got 14.
+3 initiative. Okay. That's a 12.
12. All right. Adam and Guy, you both have. Oh, okay. I was gonna say you both have the same modifier, but we've established that Guy doesn't have shoes because of the squelchy mud. So I'm gonna let Adam go first, and Guy, you will go.
But I'm really nimble barefoot.
It's schoolyard rules. You get new shoes, you're automatically faster.
Yeah, it's just cobwebs everywhere. It's just slowing your feet down. Those toe shoes would help you.
Man.
All right. And I rolled its initiative. So that's great. Okay. So top of the round is Del. So with by the light of Guy's lighter, again, you see kind of a circular, a large circular room. We've been in these in Elden Ring before. They feel like there are a number of sort of tomb, like sarcophagi, all kind of pointing towards the center, like their feet are pointing towards the center. As Guy saw just before the break, they are holding actual weapons on top of the sarcophagi. Some of them are kind of shitty, but by the light of his lighter, you can see like legitimately good shit glinting sort of further in. It does seem there was like a throne situation kind of at what you could imagine to be the north end of the room. I was working cardinal directions. So the north end of the room, furthest away from you guys, directly across the hall, there was clearly a throne of some sort that this creature was sitting on that is now stalking towards you. And you can see there's also stuff piled, like tribute piled kind of to the left and right of the chair. So you can see kind of a variety of, again, medieval type weapons, but there's definitely some stuff in here. There are also unlit torches, I should say, at sconces in between these sarcophagi.
Okay, so
there are, and sorry, just to clarify, there are 4 on each side with the thing at the far end. Sorry, go ahead.
No problem. So this thing is advancing on Guy.
Yeah, because Guy was leading the way, so it's basically crossing the room. As soon as the light hit it stood up and is crossing towards you, jaw kind of hanging open, clearly screaming, but nothing but dust and cobwebs coming out.
Yeah. I don't know if I can I get to the stuff that's next to the throne without passing past it? or would I have to run past it to get over there?
I would need, I think, an athletics if you're going to clamber over the tombs. This isn't super large.
Gotcha.
This isn't a big space because it's buried under a hill. So like it's a lot of work. And the smaller you make the tomb, the less digging you have to do, and the less piling. So I would need an athletics for you to clamber over some stuff.
Okay, so I think because it's that small and tight, I think I'm just leaning towards the nearest tomb to grab the sword or whatever piece of rock, anything that's on that, to chuck it at this scary monster man and say, "Guy, run!" I just want to distract it. I'm like, oh no.
Run. All right, cool. Let's do it. So Del, this is going to be a ranged attack.
Okay.
So it'll be your dexterity modifier, which I believe is 0.
Correct.
I am going to give you a proficiency bonus for this because realistically, being the stage manager for having done a lot of fringes, stage managers often have to throw shit at people who forget shit at the last minute. And so you're used to weirdly throwing swords to people is not outside the realm for you.
That's true.
Proficiency for that. I think that's all I can give you for it.
Great.
Go ahead and roll your attack, please.
Swords, cheese, pizzas. That's a 9.
A 9. How do you walk us through what the throw looks like? What does Del hurling a sword look like?
Oh, it is 2 hands on either side of the sword, and then I am full torquing my body because I'm small, and I'm like, it's gotta reach, and I am just wheeling all the way back and then hucking the sword. Like, this is gonna make it. It's gonna be like in the movies. It's gonna kill this guy.
Instead it kind of like figure 8 spirals through the air and just bounces ineffectively nearby, shattering on impact. Clearly
shit.
An old rusted blade. And the figure doesn't even notice it. It's just it's only looking at Guy as it stalks forward. Which brings us
Guy, it didn't help. Run.
It brings us to Tyler.
With the lowest athletics roll, but just ahead of the evil shrieking knight guy. I'm assuming I was the last one through the door.
Yeah.
And so I'm at the back there, and I think I'm pushing up against like the door to make sure that like he doesn't or as if I could stop him, but try to stop him from busting in. But at seeing this situation inside, I shout to the group like, "In or out, guys? Are we leaving?"
Tyler, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Yeah. Perception is 12.
12.
Or 14, sorry.
You can still hear the shrieks of the figure outside, but they don't sound close. Again, it lost track of you in the woods a bit, so it's not like it's walking up to the door. You can just kind of it's still out there somewhere, but it's not. You can tell that the proximity isn't super close.
Oh, in that case, it feels like the decision is made. Then, like, let's go, let's get out of here. It's worse in here than it is out there. And I try to get I can tell that he's out there around there, but he's not close by. So it's not so much shouting as it's like, come on, guys, back out this way. Let's go. He's not here. Come on. And I'm just waving frantically for everyone to come back to the entrance, and we'll leave. All
right. Adam, you've heard Del hurl a sword at this thing and tell Guy to run. You now have Tyler desperately gesturing to you. This feels like a Telltale Games decision where you're just zooming in on either choice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I think so. It's you're in the moment, you know what I mean? And so like you hear all this stuff. It's like, Guy, run! Swords are flying and crashing. It's like we can get out, and I get real confused, and I'm just like, oh! And I try to just like scream, and I'm gonna take my hat off, and I'm gonna run at the zombie, and I'm gonna try to like tackle him and put my hat on its face so that it can't see.
Yeah. I like that. Okay.
I'm just like, no, and I'm gonna like dive at it.
Okay. Can you roll me? Yeah, let's do a straight attack, I think, with this. It's moving slowly because it's a zombie, and you are faster.
Okay.
So you rush it. Let's go for it.
So just the +2 with my punch kind of thing? Or is it 0?
Yeah, it's +2. I'm gonna give you an additional +1 because again, I think the odds of you having sprinted across the stage to like throw a hat on someone's face, not non-zero. This is a rehearsed maneuver.
Okay.
Or sorry, devil's bargain. I'll give you that extra +1 if you can tell me the name of the sketch where you put a hat on someone's face.
Oh, well, that's from Dr. Pepperoni.
Of course, the Dr. Pepperoni maneuver.
Yeah.
Classic. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So you got an additional +1 for Dr. Pepperoni.
Okay. 21.
Whoa!
Fuck, you put a lot of hats on people's faces. So from that one year you guys toured an all Dr. Pepperoni show. All right. So
Pepperoni.
yeah. Adam, you rush over. Like hat out. This thing's eyes blaze like with blue fire as you get close. And then you just slam a hat on him. You rolled high. I'm gonna roll to see if this thing stays on its feet. It does not. So you hat the face and slam it to the ground.
Right.
The sound of metal slamming against ground kind of echoes around this small dome as you hold the hat over this thing's face. Which brings us to Guy.
Yeah. Well, because of this move, like I was in a fight or flight mode myself. And because he was so close, I was going to have to make one decision. Adam's acted, so that makes it very easy. I'm then like fucking going to go down for this thing's sword. So I'm going to use both my hands. I'm going to place one hand on like the forearm, and the other hand I'm going to use. And I've dropped my lighter right nearby it, so it's still illuminated, and I'm using the other hand just to basically pry these fingers, and I'm just being as violent as possible. So it's like a prying and then a punch to the fingers, and then just like trying to crack each one open.
Nice. All right. So we'll do an attack roll. I'll give you your proficiency. I'm also going to give you a +1 for like the feral way you described going for this. Also, you're attacking. You're not like trying to fight it. It's on the ground with a hat over it. So I'm going to give you advantage as you fight for that sword.
Well, that's a 7.
You start punching a metal gauntlet. And your hands hurt. It's a big owie. This thing is like it's got a death grip around the sword. It's wearing gauntlets, and it's I think the first moment where you've had the scary, like you've already seen a murder, which is like new to you guys. You've seen an exploding mule, new to all of us. But just the moment of like, those of us who don't live in a martial society encountering a martial society for the first time, where it's like, oh fuck, armor prevents anything squishy from hurting a thing. Yee is a real moment.
What are you rolling for there, Guy?
I'm just trying to see if I can get non-dog shit rolls tonight.
Okay.
That's all. There's a natural 20. Okay.
Don't waste them.
Oh, save it. You got to save the 20.
Guy, with your natural 20, as you're punching away, you hold your hands up. I'm imagining some Jackie Chan punched a guy, acting with the
owies.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got the owies. You see a glint of a particularly nice blade in the shadows, kind of over by catches. It's over by it's like leaning against the throne.
The throne. Okay.
Which brings us to him. Again, like you can tell from the shoulders and chest, this thing is having a fit. Is furious. but again, no vocal cords or lungs, so not making any noise. It's going to try and stand up. Adam, I need you to roll me an opposed strength save, please.
Ooh, all right. Strength is 0. All right. Let's see. Well, let's see what he does with a 7.
He does slightly better with his 18. So it's full on Undertaker sitting up. It's just like full body, and you're still on top with the hat, and it just rises to full standing. And despite the hat over its face, it's just going to cross punch across his face. Adam, what is your AC, if I may ask?
That's a really good question. Armor class is 10.
All right, so he punches you real fucking hard in the jaw. That is going to be 6 points of damage.
Oh my god!
You're sent flying into the sarcophagi. How many hit points does that leave you with there, Adam?
Well, that's 11. Take away 6. You said?
I did say 6. Yes.
5.
Neat. So Adam, what's your reaction as you hit the ground? Has Jester's Adam ever been punched by a metal hand before?
Not by a metal hand. Hands, but not a metal one. I think I first I'm like, ugh! And then I'm flying. I'm like, huh? And then I hit the sarcophagus, and I'm like, oh! So it's like kind of like a pain sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like I guess I'm a little shook, and scared, and I think I'm going to be like, everyone, find a gun! Find a gun!
I like that a lot. So that's his first action. With his bonus action, he is going to just still. I need you to all remember though. There's a fedora stuck on his face, so he doesn't look cool. It looks very goofy.
I mean, it's a fedora, Tom. He probably looks pretty cool.
Looks really badass. He's not wearing it properly. He's not wearing it like a gentleman. Stretches out his arms, and you hear the cracking of tombs around you as he wakes up some friends. And skeletal arms clad in armor begin to punch out of the lids of tombs. So they'll show up this round. Bring us to the top of the round. Del, you threw a sword. You've watched all of this happen. You're crouched near the entrance. What do you do?
Tyler was right. Run away! Run away! I'm gonna run over to where Adam is and try to get Adam up off of this and try to tug him back towards Tyler at the entrance. Run away! We gotta run away!
Run away! Right. So you get an arm under Adam. You start to pull him away. Around you, sarcophagi break as the sort of zombie soldiers climb out. You see a few of them awkwardly feel around on top to get their blades off the top of the tomb lids. But slowly but surely, these things are crawling out of their beds and closing in on you. Tyler, it's your round. You're at the door. You see all of these horrors rising and crawling out of their tombs, and you hear a voice at the doorway, and you hear just a sort of a subtle British voice say, I need you to rhyme.
Is this the sound the same as it took?
No. This sounds like someone is outside the door whispering. Seriously, I need you to rhyme. Damn it, man, rhyme.
Okay, we don't want to stay.
And the door bursts apart around you. It's like a slow motion Zack Snyder, you're fine, but the door erupts around you. And all of a sudden, a figure leaps with like a click of the heels past you into the room. and just produces from out of like a big poofy sleeve a shillelagh. So just like a little fucked up stick, glowing with some kind of energy.
The original name of that thing, yeah.
Yes, and just starts
shillelagh means in Gaelic.
swinging it around. And every time it connects with one of these things, they explode in a blast of light. Their armor clattering to the ground. And this jolly figure, big flowing beard, big smile, floppy hat,
Santa
yells, "Wintim diddy, Tom Bombadil is he!" and just starts fucking murdering wraiths. And then he turns around, puts his hands on his hips, and kind of stands there jauntily and says, "Well, diddly dee, time to come with me." And that, my friends, is how you realize that you are, in fact, the Jesters of Middle-earth. And that's our episode for the day, everybody.
Jesters of Middle-earth features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Tom McGee. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Middle-earth's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC.com. Our theme song is Midnight Creeping by Jonathan Shaw at jshaw.co.uk. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too.
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia de los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lale, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adamir 101, The Dankler, Anticore 7, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, Randall Eberly, the yes butt of improvisational comedy, Lord Taser, Funky Stevie, J. Robert the Mad Fox, Dagger Rain, Derek Wintenberg, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.